My name is Dr. Sheila Smith. I am the founder and CEOs of Grandmas in Business. It is my honor to be here today with Shafaat because years ago I have wanted to create a platform that assisted women 45 and over to pivot, to be able to be their best selves and to reinvent themselves. I was a grandmother at a very early age and I wanted to do something different. And I didn't know exactly what that was. And so I had to reach deep down within myself, but I didn't know how. I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I mean that literally, hundreds of thousands of dollars on different coaches, courses, and mentors, only to have spent that money and to have nothing at all to be able to show for it. And that is when I was in a social audio app, Clubhouse, when I ran into this genius of a man who I heard and I wanted to find out more about him. And when I sought out who he was and what he represented, Brand Beat Global, with his partner Shafaat and Amna, I learned what I could do, and this is where we are today. I have a full-fledged business where I can help women of all ages, 45 and over, to be able to learn how to do virtual assistant business, to learn how to do e-commerce business, to learn how to do all kinds of businesses so that they can level up what they want to do. And it is so important to me because when you become a woman that is over a certain age, we're treated differently. There is nothing out there that focuses on us because once you are 35 and over, we are no longer in the game. And that is why I wanted to create this platform so that you can reinvent yourself, so that you can go to the next level. And I welcome you, Shafaat, to help talk about what this great platform is. And I am honored to have you on this platform and to go along this journey with me. You have been the best partner. You and Amna have been the best partners I could have ever imagined. So take it away, sir.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sheila. I remember that room on Clubhouse when people were talking about entrepreneurship and so many pitch decks, et cetera, Q&As were going on. And there you were when we talked about our workshop, which was about to start in about 2 weeks. And you rightly said that you have spent, and I'm a witness, hundreds of thousands of dollars on, self-development, investing in your own self. You've been out on retreats. You have taken a number of courses. But I'm so glad, humbled and honored on behalf of my team, my partners, and everybody who's worked on your brand for all the kind words that you mentioned. Um, I still remember that part of the workshop was that when you enrolled, you were flying out. That was so overwhelming for you because everything that a lot of people told you just made no sense, right? And you had that moment of truth where the reality was shown that no, these are not the routes that you need to go because they're not going to help you monetize. They're not going to help you scale. And your personal skill set, your experience, your exposure, and the hard work that you're putting in, and the real you needs to match with the business, the passion, and your skill set, which can essentially give back and can give certain value to a lot of people. Uh, so I remember there was this one meeting, me and you got together, and you always mention, I remember Shapad just leaned down on the couch, closed his eyes, and just started talking. You know, so I remember that moment, and that's where we conceived Grandmas in Business. Coming to Grandmas in Business, I think when I met Dr. Sheila, she was literally thinking, and she was doing a lot of roles. I don't want to go into the details, but we sat down and we were like, we need to find that niche that can serve a woman like her own self. And what do we really have? as you have rightly mentioned, Dr. Sheila, that there is nothing out there for grandmas. Actually, there's nothing out there even for the youth. And because we see that there's a lot of people getting graduated, there's a lot of people entering the workforce, there are a lot of new entrants because the population is big. A lot of youth is coming into the business with new ideas, with almost no experience, but just theories and theologies. And they come in, and there's a lot of pressure on the governments and the economic departments to create those jobs. Now, unfortunately, in our world today, there are not a lot of jobs. So the best idea was to foster entrepreneurship and the startup ecosystem. And that system, unfortunately, is built to fail, where people can go into all kinds of different programs, all kinds of random coaches, and all that stuff is going on, which are not really giving any serious value. But young people are investing a couple of years to 3 years on an average in their startup, and ultimately either not getting investment or being unable to bootstrap it, and they ultimately fail. And that gives another cushion to delay the entrance of the workforce getting into the system and putting less pressure on the government and the industries. Now, we see that there are not a lot of job creators out there in terms of businesses and et cetera, et cetera. So I would say that unfortunately, a lot of our youth has been victimized on this. But then at the same time, when I look at the age segment which you are targeting, that's 45 plus, again, there is nothing out there for them. There are people who have worked their 9 to 5s for decades, and they're offered all kinds of pension funds, monies that are parked in IRA, and not everybody is able to, stay on job for 2 decades or 1.5 decade. And by the time you're able to get your money out, that's at the age of 65. Now, what is the average age out there? And when is it that you really need money? You don't really need money at 65 when you're just paying the healthcare sector, to be honest, or the insurance sector. You need money at the age of 40 to 50 to start your business and make more money out of it. And that is a crucial time when you don't have money, because if you have done 10 years of job at a certain place, now you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to start your own business, you want to also become a job creator. There is no money, there is no funding available. The worst part that happens is whatever little funding that is out there, there are so many predators out there who are going to just come down and clutch on you like hawks and take every single penny out of your credit card under the name of self-learning, self-development. And whatever 3,000, 5,000, $10,000 that you have, you end up throwing it on various subscriptions, various, webinars, networking events or workshops, and, training boot camps, etc., etc., where there's only lecture, there's only talk, but nobody's there to really handhold you, get your business acumen right. And more than making you investment ready, they are not even making you profit ready. So a lot of focus is essentially on creating pitch decks and how to pitch, but nobody is getting a focus on how to create a good business that can essentially fund itself and become profitable to begin with so that it becomes investable. So there's very less focus on getting the market validation right, getting the product market fit right, and really telling people the truth. So I think that grandmas in business is that amazing business that Dr. Sheila is the founder. Obviously, we have been the agency who has helped her with the business acumen, with the business modeling, with the branding, with the marketing, and with getting the financials right and getting the monetization model right, and obviously creating a very solid strategy to scale and having the offer right, which she can offer with her skill set and with some strategic partners to make grandmas successful. So, honestly speaking, Doctor, the credit goes to you for taking the risk, trusting us, putting in so much hard work, and really getting those last leftover money to sort of plug in, take that risk with your commitment, hard work, your intelligence, your networking skills, and how you have, during the process of the last 7, 8 months when we were building it out, during that process, your patience, your resilience, and all those sleepless nights, those emotional outbursts, rational outbursts, everything put together. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm equally proud as Dr. is to launch Grandmas in Business come to surface.
It has been an honor working with your team. I have to say, Amna is someone, she is a force to be reckoned with. Let me say that. She has so many skills. And if it wasn't for Amna on those hard days, I probably would have thrown my hands up and said, oh, no, I can't. But Amna kept me grounded. And then those periodical times when I would hear from you, when you would encourage me to keep going, that was priceless. And so I know that this is going to be something where the courses that we've created are going to help people to be able to get to the next level, to learn, not only to learn, we'll be able to speak, one on one so that you can continue to go down the path so that you can make the changes that you need in your life. And I'm telling you, this is the program that you need. And I'm not just saying that because I'm involved. I'm saying that because I have the best of partners level. So it can't get any better than this.
You're absolutely right. I think, Dr. Sheila, the way we have structured Grandmas in Business is so phenomenal. Uh, we're not there trying to get money out of you or your credit cards with just another subscription offer or just another membership offer and offering the value that, oh, guys, all the grandmas can get together and have a nice tea party. Hop on a WhatsApp group and just tell each other, listen, I'm going to post on LinkedIn. So can you also put some comments out there? And when you post, I'm going to put some comments. That's not what Grandmas in Business is all about. Grandmas in Business is way beyond this, and actually is a community which speaks ideas and does not really talk about people. It's away from politics. It's away from religion. It's away from ethnicities. It's away from all these things. It's clean of all of that, and it's very inclusive. So what Grandmas in Business really does is that usually when you become a grandma, um, if you're a single grandma or a single mother, obviously it's a lot more difficult. But even if you're married, you're dependent on your husband, who might also be retired by then, and you're literally living off your pension funds or some of the investments you might have made with some kinds of passive income. And most of the times, because you have all the experience, but you don't know the tricks and trades of today's world with AI, with ChatGPT, with digital marketing, and getting out in that competitive world, especially the online world. So we are here to actually equip you and bring you up to speed. One, two, you do have the skills and the experiences which are already there, but we are here to create a good, strong income for you, so you're independent and you achieve that financial freedom, which is so important. And that financial freedom does not really come from becoming a typical uh, you know, starting with a nonprofit or being completely broke but having a nonprofit, or coming up with some kind of a social enterprise, or getting all these pictures done on various events and getting on stage or becoming a public speaker. Public speaking would not really make you rich. Essentially, these days people just do public speaking, and there are some of the best speakers who just go and hop on the stage and they don't charge a dime. It's again very competitive. And similarly, you might become the best-selling author, but and you can write a book, and there are millions of books out there on Amazon. But does becoming an author really makes you successful? Does it really help you pay your bills? I don't think so. Most of the times the books are for free, and if not, they're about $10. A lot of money going back to Amazon or the publisher, and just left with 2%, $2 or $2.50 in your pocket. So all these things are good to build your personal brand, but does it really add credibility? Does it really pay off your bills? Does it really give you some kind of a permanent source of income? I don't think so. So what Grandmas in Business is essentially doing is equipping you, A, with the knowledge, which is not from the books, but is practical knowledge to do practical business by practical people who have done it in their life. It is less to do with, celebrities and becoming super famous. It does not really include people with a million followers on Instagram. It actually includes people with $1 million+ in their bank accounts. It is not taught by people who are looking for fame or acknowledgement or validation, like social validation. It is taught by people who are teaching for impact. It is taught by people who are professionals and who wants to give back. So with us and with Dr. Sheila and Grandmas in Business, we have curated a fantastic executive faculty, which is made up of currently serving C-suite people. So somebody who's a CFO, currently serving as a CMO, as a CEO, as a VC, and these are the people who are actually going to teach you and understand you first, understand what business idea you have, whether or not that business idea is profitable or investable. Would it work? Would it not work? What is your background? What is your skill set? And what is your mindset? So we package all of that and help you in the ideation phase to create a solid business idea, um, work on the business modeling, and then we hold your hand literally for 3 months to help you build that business. And once you become as successful as Dr. Sheila is today, this is exactly the process which she herself is an example, and we would like to replicate it for many others. But it doesn't stop here. There are people and grandmas who don't have the time or the commitment or the resources to start off with a business. As Dr. Sheila knows herself, that she has invested with us in her own business through us, and it requires capital. It cannot be done without capital. So she was lucky because she had her savings. She has been monetizing other things. She has received a tremendous support from her loved ones, and she was able to invest in the business. But a lot of people don't have it. So what do you do? I fail to understand why a virtual assistant has to be only sitting in India or Philippines or Vietnam or Pakistan. Why can't the resources within the United States can be hired, which are grandmas? And grandmas, I believe, are more organized than a lot of young people because they have organized their children, they have organized their husbands, they've organized grandchildren, and they're way more organized. The only missing bit is the skill set, which is tech. And if we teach them tech, and they're so smart that I can see a lot of techie grandmas these days. They could be the best virtual assistants you could imagine. And moreover, they come with wisdom. They come with emotional intelligence and emotional stability way more than somebody young out there who's rather more frustrated and angry and is rather even more ambitious sometimes and might not give you that loyalty that a grandma would give you working for your company. So, uh, Dr. Sheila has been very smart. She has curated courses which have been pre tested based on market demand. So, it's not something that we know and we can teach, it's something that we are offering. We are teaching something that is in demand, which people are asking about. So people are asking that I need a virtual assistant for a high performing CEO who can set up my appointments, travel plans, itinerary, and so on and so forth, and help me set up my appointments, my meetings. We'll train you for that. If you are looking for a virtual assistant for digital marketing and somebody who can handle your social media and you can't afford really an agency, but you need to keep control, then we have virtual assistants who can write content, who can create posts, who can use Canva, who can use basic tools, can edit quick videos, can come up with all the right hashtags, can use ChatGPT. And that grandma is this hot grandma who's the cool digital grandma that can do so much and still can, work on $1,000, $1,500 per client per month. So if you are able to get five, six, seven clients, that would be fantastic. Now, similarly, we have other courses where we can help you backtrack time, and can help you with even more serious skill sets like business management. And then if you're a grandma who's like, you know what, I'm a rich grandma, I've got about 50,000, 150, 250,000, $250,000 in my account. Somebody's telling me to launch a jewelry line or a fashion line or a cosmetics or a skincare line. And what am I supposed to do? Should I spend all my money in product and packaging, then run out of how to scale it and advertise it? Should I go for the manufacturing plant? How does drop shipping work? How do I get my product listed on Amazon? Should I want to go directly on e-com? That is where we come in with more of a strategic entrepreneurship workshop, which is led by myself and the beautiful woman who has just joined us, Amna. And we are going to we have done it a lot of times. We have created a valuation of over 500 million US dollars, over the last few months. So this is all that I believe we need to give out to grandmas. Grandmas needs to be independent. They are a workforce which already exists in the United States. They are the people for whom there's nothing. I mean, Amna, thank you for joining in. But before I sort of wrap this up and give it back to Dr. Sheila too, and she has been praising you while you were away, is essentially what is out there for grandmas? Entertainment, social clubs, education, universities, training centers. What are the opportunities out there? What is the life of a typical grandma? The only happiness she finds is in waiting with patience to see their grandchildren once a month, maybe, or once in a quarter. And that's the only happiness. The only expectation from a grandma is that once we're at your home, you cook, you give us all the presents, you take us out for 5 days, give us the best quality time that you can, and then we're back into our real life. And bye bye, grandma. It was great to see you. And how many children, if you look at the current society, not only in the United States but beyond, how are grandmas generally treated? Hey, mom, you did whatever you did. You're not my responsibility. I'm already married. I already have a girlfriend. I already have children. There's so much inflation. You got to make things work for yourself, etc., etc. You should have been smart. You should have done savings before. Well, you checked me out at the age of 18. So what do you expect from me now? And all these things. And the only thing is that even if children, they call up their own mom or dad, or the grandchildren call their grandma, is only to check, oh, are you okay, are you fine? Well, I thought to give you my weekly call, so check mark, and that's over. So what is out there for grandmas? All that the grandmothers or the grandfathers have given, is it only to go and end up in old houses? Is it only that they take down further stress sitting alone in their home, going on Facebook communities and trying to put things together? And then where is their time being invested? Their time is being invested with all grandmas, like-minded grandmas, sitting together and just bitching about life, to be honest.
Okay, okay,
Or
going. Like, I mean, so you have to. I mean, let the women handle the what we do with our time. So do not assume things. Hi
yeah,
everyone,
but
I'm
the
Amna Rizwan.
idea, Amna, is really the idea is that from the time management course that Dr. Sheila
Yes.
has put in, the business management course, the getting the North Stars right, giving hope to succeed, and bringing them back into the economy, bringing them back into the real society, in the real social culture, and finding entertainment in work is what Grandmas in Business is all about. And I think now it's back to you guys.
No, no, thank you so much. No, in my conversation with Dr. Sheila, even though I'm not a grandma yet, as Dr. Sheila likes to remind me that it's very much possible, given the age of my girls. But on a lighter note, it's a whole new world. We are in a different world now. The image of grandma we had in our heads when we were young, we were teens and 20s and 30s and everything, was completely different from the world that we see today. Opportunity is endless, and Shafat, you're very right. It's not impossible. It's just that there's some pieces missing, and grandmas in business is all about adding all those pieces. I was showing the website to someone, and they were like, "Okay, you guys, like, you have way too many things going on." And I will share the website in a little bit, because there's a magazine, there's talks about retreats coming up, there's networking, there's sharing your business, starting your business, learning skills that you can work for somebody else's business or start your own business. So there's a whole range of things. And why is that? Why are we putting so many things in one pot? Is because this group of women, and by grandmas I do not essentially mean, okay, if you don't have a grandchild then you don't qualify. It's basically, I am lovingly referring to the ladies who were now in their late 40s, 50s, 60s and beyond, And they saw a whole big change, right? I mean, you have all these TikToks where you talk about growing up in the street and not knowing what internet is, and having a phone with the wire and everything. And it's a culture. It's a culture that's sometimes so hard to relate with the younger folks, because they don't even know. It's not their fault. They just don't know. We grew up differently. And the best part is, and the most important part is, we fought for so many things. In some cultures, we fought to go to school. Even in some other cultures, we fought to even have the right to work. In some cultures, we were able to work, but we were fighting for a right to work after kids. We were always, I mean, I grew up with a mother who was a working mother, and I know the conversation around that. And and it's different in different parts of the world, but yes, we grew up fighting the system. And when now in now when we see women, they're still fighting, but the opportunities are much more. So if the younger women have more opportunities, what's wrong? Why cannot we have that opportunity? So that we are here to just fill that gap. Because as we were busy in living according to the culture and norms of that time, things changed. And that those things that changed, we are just this platform is about filling those gaps. So you may not know about remote work that well, but you have amazing skills in handling offices, HR departments, big teams, going door to door sales and everything, right? And now when we talk about, when we are if you go in conversations of different HR heads of different big companies, the conversation are different. They are looking, dying, and so thirsty for those skills that were just so normal to us. But we who have those skills, those women who have those skills, they are worried that, oh, we don't have the tech skills. I don't know what the heck is Chat GPT. I don't know how to handle like all these different softwares. What is Canva? I mean, and I mean, when did that come about? Oh, I cannot handle Zoom calls or anything. So they're just like little gaps. But the thing is that your core, the your core qualities, which you just take it so easily, like managing multiple things and keeping a cool head. Trust me, that is the quality each employer is looking for. Someone to come in their office and be the mom and be the grandmom, over there. Okay, you know what? I have it handled. It's all good. So, and we have that skill. We do it we every day, but we don't have the tech skills. So we think, okay, you know what? No, we don't qualify. The job postings, they they have those things lined up over there which we are missing. It can be something as basic as Microsoft Office, and we're like, okay, you know what? I mean, I've learned using a typewriter. Now it's Microsoft Office. How can I handle Excel or whatever? So it's these little gaps. And then we have discussed with a lot of people that there's no avenue to fix that, right? The college courses are for younger folks, and they require that regular, okay, you know what, signing up for a college course for 3 months. And sometimes it doesn't allow that because you already have certain things going on, whether we are caretakers or we have a job or something. So anyway, so this is all about filling those gaps. And then and the reason that it's just worked so well with Dr. Sheila is that she has that, she has done that, and she has jumped those hoops in learning new skills, becoming an author, becoming a coach, becoming a public speaker, running multiple businesses, being extremely social in so many circles, being in her church. So all these things, she's doing it, putting it on her plate and doing that. And then a lot of women around her are like, okay, only Sheila can do this, we cannot, because Sheila's amazing, Sheila's a wonder woman, I don't know how she handles it, we are just good with what we have. But this is what it is, and I want to just replicate Sheila into many many Sheilas, so that anybody who looks at Sheila and be like, okay, you know what, I want to be like her, but I don't think I can be like that. I mean, I cannot have a TV show, and I cannot have this, and I cannot be doing this and looking fabulous at the same time. So we are like, okay, you know what? No, you can do this. It's a step-by-step process. Come join us, come join the community, be inspired, learn from us, in a formal setting where we have these workshops and everything, and also in an informal setting by just learning from the women around and seeing what they are doing, and be inspired and have ideas. I think Shafaat and I have this one blessing from God, that people who come in our circle, they come in with one idea, but they walk out with like a whole bigger idea. So come join our circle. You may think that you have no idea, and no, I mean, I don't think I can do this, or I don't have a bone in me to run a business at this age or at this time, or blah blah. Trust me, we can change your mind. So just join our groups and do that. Okay, Dr. Sheila, I think your audio part got messed up, so you have to reset it. But as I will give the mic to Shafaat in the meantime while you set up
No,
your.
I think Amna, what you have mentioned is so spot on. Uh, my mom had to learn WhatsApp to begin with, you know. But then there are, and she's educated. She's very well educated. She has done her BSc in biology and sciences, and she's very well learned. But then there are professional grandmothers, professional mothers, you know, who are doctors, surgeons, a lot more, you know, they're doing. But still, there's a huge gap. So once we look at that, I think one very, very important factor we need to consider is a lot of communities out there are focused on your network is your net worth,
Right.
right? My question to a lot of these women and men out there is if you have nothing to offer to the damn network, then why are you investing in those communities and meeting random people? One. Two, what is your criteria to choose that network?
Mm.
Three, what is your objective to be in that network? Are you there to sell? Are you there to promote? Are you there to find a co-founder? Are you looking for a team? Are you looking for clients, customers? What are you looking for? Right? And if you're looking for something, what is your preparedness when you go and hit that network? A business card, a website, an offer which is out there by offered by millions of people. My problem with a lot is that most of the people go and research starting out their businesses, especially women. They research. Women like to research, you know. They like to know, okay, what the man is doing. Check all the socials, you know, who's he chatting to. So they're very curious. They're more researchers, right? So when they research and they do a lot of research, they come across all these websites and they say, oh, this woman is so famous and I want to benchmark this woman because she has 2 million followers, right? My question is, do you even know whether or not she's monetizing 2 million followers? So
Wow.
it's not about followers. It's not about that website which is out there and for you to keep that as a benchmark because you don't know whether that website is working for her. You don't know if her brand is working for her. She might be very famous. She might be brought on stages all over the world, but deep down, she might have $40,000 of stuff on her credit card. Nobody knows about it. And she's literally struggling to sell her 2 seats for $2,000 mastermind. So, and what do you get out of the mastermind? Strategy. But if nobody has no money to implement this strategy, then why are you even investing in this strategy? So the real difference, which is out here with Grandmas in Business and our partnership where me and Amna essentially come in with Dr. Sheila, is the real impact. When people come, we don't offer you a network. I can open a network in 14 countries for each one of the women that comes just because that's where our offices is, right? You want to connect with us, I can get you connect with the top in almost 23 different business sectors that we have worked in the last 20 years. And we're still working with them. But the real deal is, if I introduce you to those people, if I'm going to introduce you to her network, what would you say? What is your ask? And are you going to ask something that everybody else has asked? That, oh, I'm a coach, I can change your life. I'm going to change your mindset. I'm going to work on your health. And I'm a 4 times author. Is that what you're going to do? Right? Or you have another Me Too brand, so-called brand, which is not a brand, it's a logo, and a website of, you know, the jewelry sourced from China or some African country and saying, oh, you know, I've got this jewelry, please buy from me. This is my. There is no brand lines. There's no brand mix. There are no drops. There's nothing. There's absolutely nothing. So you really people are fools today that they're going to sign up for stuff that they know they can source themselves from their people they know in Pakistan or India or Africa or whatnot, and they can bring the coffee which costs $5 a pack, but they're going to buy from you, which is semi-packaged by you for $20. It doesn't happen in real world. So The business that we are trying to bring together is something that we have created, practiced over the last 1 year between me and Amna. Dr. Sheila has been part of it, and she is a living testament of what has happened to her life. And she's one of the 40 different participants who have been with us. Their lives have changed, they have received investments, or they have come up with practical businesses which are selling and making revenues. So, with this, my urge before we wrap up is that ladies out there, do not judge her for her ethnicity, skin, background, or even her title being a doctor. If you want to engage with grandmas in business, the brand itself. The brand is not black, the brand is not white, the brand has no ethnicity, the brand says grandmas in business. So if you're a grandma in any part of the world, engage with the brand. Dr. Sheila is a leader who's managing, organizing, investing her time and money, and obviously going to profit out of it. But the real value that you get is in the value proposition that grandmas in business is supposed to offer. And all I can say is you would be proud to wear that logo on your t-shirt, on your hat, on a bracelet on you, to really say that I'm a grandma who is truly empowered, a grandma who is free, a grandma who has integrity, a grandma who is not dependent on the taxpayers' money and her grants, a grandma who is not a fool looking for social enterprises and nonprofits, a grandma who is not begging for a job anywhere, but a grandma who is strong, solid, and exactly knows how to leverage on her experience, on her goodness, and most importantly, on everything that she has learned from her experience over the last many years. That's what a grandma is about. There is no price for wisdom, and there's no shortcut to experience. So if I'm the person who hires, and Amna knows it, people I hire are usually 45, 40 plus. Why? Because I leverage on their wisdom. At the same time, I also hire people who are, young, thriving, and little children. I have hired people under 18, my own children. Amna's children work for me. My own children work for me. They're less than 15. But the ideas they come up with, the color palettes they come up with, the cool, approach they come up with, the innocence, the creativity, the innovation they come up with, there's no match. No match. And this is exactly what we're trying to do in this community. I think Dr. Sheila also has an announcement to make for the first 250 members. And we also have an announcement to make that if you come in and participate in Grandmas in Business Entrepreneurship Workshop, Amna, I think we should give 20% off to the first 225 members who are going to sign up for the workshop, all grandmas, so we can change more lives, bring in a more solid impact, and really help them achieve exactly and beyond what Dr. Sheila has achieved. So back to Dr. Sheila for announcement, and maybe back to Amna also to showcase what we've really created as Brandbeat Global for grandmas in business, and leave it out as an inspiration for many.
I was in the course myself. So it's not like I'm just telling you to go and join this course. I took this course myself, and I was given some brutal truth. Okay. I was given some brutal truth, but I had to suck it up and deal with it if I wanted my business to expand and to grow. So this is something that I did myself. This is something I implore you to do. And for the first 250 people that join our membership, it is free for you. So I want you to do that. It's just nothing but clicking on the link for the free link and joining. And so Amna, to you.
All right. Awesome. No, thank you so much, guys. And yes, guys, it's again, we can only tell you, and it's only when you experience it yourself. You can know exactly what gaps it will fill for you, or what cup it will fill for you. Because again, it's always good to connect with people who share some of the same experiences as you. And as we are all trailblazers, we all have fought for different things in our lives, and we always have been trying to achieve more. So if you have that zeal, if you have that intention in you, do join us. I would love to quickly share the website with you, and that way you can just see what amazing thing we have created for you. You guys can see my screen.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So this is
No, I don't think so.
okay. All right. Okay.
All I can see is that I've become a little minion on the screen.
I see a
Um,
big screen.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like you see the website on the screen. Do you see that website?
No.
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 Okay. Alrighty. Let's go back to that and figure it out what I have done wrong. Okay.
While we're waiting, I have learned so much from the Brand Beat Global workshop. I truly have, and it was a 2-day intensive. And that intensive, we learned ideation all the way to implementation. So I just tell you that it has changed my life. And when you see the website, you'll be able to see what has taken place for yourself. So I just want to talk about while we're still getting that up. Oh, here we are. Okay, I take that back.
Awesome.
There we go. We're
We are.
live. Awesome.
Okay, awesome, awesome. So, guys, this is our website. We're so excited about it. It has something for everyone. I mean, even and men are welcome too. So it's just a concept, and then and of course, there's our beautiful Dr. Sheila. We are showcasing. So we have tons planned, but we are showcasing these workshops to start with, which is basically for the first one is ecom grandmas. The word e-commerce scares you. You're worried about it. Everybody's saying they're becoming millionaires sitting at home. So we just want to show you exactly what it is, how are they doing it, and so taking you online, you rather than, because different other modes of selling. So there's a way you just come and learn about it, just the basics, and understand if it's for you or not. Of course, virtual assistant training, that's the buzz these days. And of course you get scared because you're like, okay, I will have to manage this and manage that. Trust me, it's not that hard. People are working on it remotely, in all parts of the world. So why not us, who already have the skills to be organized and everything? Then we have the winning entrepreneur workshop. That's the workshop that Dr. Sheila is talking about, who that she took, and that's offered in partnership with Brand Global. Shafaat and I are part of the executive faculty, so you'll be hearing a lot from us if you do come to that. And then of course reverse clock, like something we all wish for, and something we all is a gimmicks that we fall for when people tell us, okay, you know what, take this and take that. But this is about truly reversing the clock by connecting with women who are, who have done this, and and just those basic things, and those retreats where we can really connect with each other and learn from each other how to take better care of for ourselves, our relationships, our mind, our body, our soul. And so definitely that is one thing. So all of you is unique. We are focusing on what connects us, which is our struggles, our skills, our experiences, our wins, our wisdoms. And quickly I want to show you about the membership, which is that these are our tier, 4 tiers of membership. Of course, you have a free one, which is just some introduction. You get get the emails from us and everything. But this growth guild, the 201, if you DM Dr. Sheila, you will be able to get the discount code for the first 250 people to sign up for that for free. So do DM her and get the discount code. And then of course we have some higher tiers as well. But please go on the website, please learn. If nothing else, just leave your name and email over here, so we can keep telling you about all the amazing things we are doing, and the courses and the memberships, and the launch business support that we offer, from idea to launch and beyond. So definitely please do check out our website and see how we can help. Sorry about all the intruders in this thing, but but these are some of the things that we would love to for you to go and take a look at. Um, yeah. So I will stop the share and we come back to it. So with that, Dr. Sheila, some final remarks, and then we can just wrap up today's live.
Just sign up and listen and see all the things that we have going on. It has been an honor, Amna, Shafat, and Lady Miriam. It has been awesome to be able to be a part of this live today. And if you have any questions, just feel free to DM me.
Exactly. And we will have this video so we can repost it and everything. And then, if in the later part you will see that, just go to grandmasinbusiness.com,
Yeah,
and just leave a message over there, or just DM Dr. Sheila or anybody from Brand Global, me, Shafaat, or anyone. And, we are so excited to grow our community quickly and all over the globe. When we have tons planned in store for us, especially the retreats, they are not on the website yet, but they are going to be launched soon. We're going to do some other lives to launch them. So, do look forward to that. Okay. And with that, I think we're going to end the live. And thank you, Dr. Sheila, for all your time. And, let's roll. Let's start the process. So people come on, just DM us, and then, let's start the process and we can do some fun stuff. Alrighty.
absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.